Welcome back to the channel. We are going to start out with some more College Football 25 on the PlayStation. We're going to do things a little bit differently this time. We're going to do a Dynasty as usual. But what we are going to do is we're going to start from scratch. We're going to start as a relatively small school, as an offensive coordinator, work our way up to the championship with whatever team wants us to play for them at a higher level, getting new job offers, taking new jobs along the way. And I'm going to give myself roughly 10 years, 10 seasons to win that national championship. We are going to start off at the University of Ohio, right here, the Bobcats. We're going to be their offensive coordinator. We're going to create a new coach. This is where I'm always at odds with myself. What kind of archetype should I take? Now, usually if I'm going to stick with a small school, you might want motivator and mix that up with a little bit of tactician. But later on, those things aren't really going to be much good if I'm at a big school. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out schedules. Going to have to dive a little bit deep into the roster and into recruiting here at the beginning. I have a very particular system for recruiting. Syracuse, South Alabama, FCS, and then the rest of this is all conference. So I'll leave all that the way it is. Let's check out the team. I've never played Ohio, and certainly never from the beginning, so I have no idea what the default roster looks like. First thing to always check out is the quarterbacks. Here we have Parker Navarro, field general. I am going to run a read option style offense, so I'm going to need a scrambler, and all three of my quarterbacks on the roster are field generals, so that's not going to work. They're all very slow, low 70 speed. They got great strong arms, though. That's pretty good, but awareness is all very weak. Short throw, not too bad for the first two guys. Medium, not too bad for the first two guys. Deep, they're all equally mediocre. So, because this is not a read option type quarterback, the attributes really aren't that important for me. But the traits, anyway, that's what I'm going to look at. So, team players, good. Throwaway, yes, is good. Decision maker, conservative, not that great. Sense of pressure, averages, could be worse. Predictable player, yes. It means play action won't work quite as well for him. Check out the next guy. I would like something like ideal pressure and also ideal sense of pressure and ideal decision maker. That's the kind of guy I'm looking for. So personality, spontaneous, pocket, throwaway, yes. That, exactly, right here. That's what I was talking about. Tight spiral. So this guy I'll probably start, and this is overall. I don't have the overalls in my head anymore, but most likely this is the guy I'm going to prefer to start. Overall 73, and the other guy was an overall 73. So they both have the same overall, but Wither just has the better traits. So he's going to start because, like I said here, throwing power. He's even got a stronger arm. He's just a little less accurate than the other guy, except deep. They're both the same. Throwing on the run, they're both equally good at that. Throwing under pressure, relatively equal. Yeah, there's very little separating these guys, but I'm still going to recruit a scrambler quarterback to get the read option going. So let's check out what we got at halfback. So we got a redshirt freshman as the top of the depth chart, speed 86, which he's pretty good. As an elusive back, okay, and since they have had a patch about, I don't know, 2 months ago where the run game vastly improved. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how well elusive backs perform. All my teams up to that point all had power backs because that was the only back that's going to get in the yards. But the elusive backs seem to have gotten better with that patch there back then. So that looks pretty good. Just for the sake of it, let us check his traits. Okay, he'll cover the ball on medium hits, keeps his feet in bounds, drops passes. Okay, that's not good, but I'm not really looking to throw to the backs that often anyway. So, oh, and he's from my hometown, Oklahoma City. You gotta love that. All right, so he's gonna stay as the starter. So I'm going to go off camera. I want to take a look at in depth of the entire chart and see of all the depth charts of the entire roster and see where I need to focus my recruiting, and I'll be back in just a moment. I've checked out my roster. I've filled out my recruiting board. Two main areas that I really need to focus on in recruiting this year is offensive line and cornerback. I'll show you why my board looks like it does. Here we have tackles. I like to have 4 at each position, so that's 20 linemen I like to have on the roster because I want a lot of red shirts. I want lower classmen to train and get better so that they're starting at the latest by the time they're junior with decent abilities. So that's why I like to have a few of them on the roster. As you can see here, 3 at that position, 3 at that position. Here at center, I have 3, and 2 of those are seniors and redshirt seniors at that. So as you can see, I really need offensive linemen, cornerback, very few corners, 4, 5, 6, 7 corners all total. 3 of them will be graduating. Unless I decided to redshirt him, but that would be pretty silly to redshirt my best corner. Now, I realize a lot of you are probably thinking, hey, look, you're an offensive coordinator. Why are you worrying about this? Well, I might be the offensive coordinator, but I am also the head recruiter for the Ohio University. So therefore, I have to worry about recruiting on both sides of the ball. And what I've decided after talking to the defensive coordinator and the position coach, a lot of these guys are just less than trash. They're basically just sewage. So I'm going to over-recruit the position so that I can cut these guys next year. Well, I'm also going to cut or find another workaround. For some reason, my predecessor thought it was a great idea to have 3 kickers on the depth chart. So this guy's going to graduate anyway, and then the punter is also a senior, as you can see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this guy to punter next year, and so I don't have to worry about spending any hours recruiting a punter. And I have very, very few hours as a small University of Ohio, so I'm not even going to be able to do a lot of scouting. As you can see here, it took 130 hours just to offer scholarships to everybody. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to rearrange the board just a little bit. These are the two scrambler quarterbacks that I want. Both of them athletes, so they'll probably be quite good. But we won't know until we actually get them because I'm not going to scout them. Now I'm going to scout all the cornerbacks that I have until I run out of hours. Even if I get a bust, I don't care. Because even a 3-star bust is going to be better than the trash freshman that I have on the roster right now. So do I got everything done? Custom schedules I'm not going to bother with. Not this season. So I'm using, for the offense, I'm using a custom playbook. It's basically what I've done is I've put in a few read options with high priority. I've completely tweaked the game plan so that they have a higher priority. The read option plays by taking out plays that have very either complicated or long developing passing routes so that the quarterback doesn't have to wait a long time. He can make his read early, get the ball out quickly, and hopefully avoid some sacks like that. So we are going to start pumping hours. We got 400 hours for the week at 50 a person. That is only 8 people I can max out my hours on. That's always the question. Eh? Do you max them out from the very beginning? Do you spread them, try to spread them out a little more evenly? Well, I'm only going after 3 stars. I don't really care if somebody gets taken from me because I didn't put hours in him earlier. There's so many 3 stars out there. You're going to usually get all you're looking for anyway. So I'm going to just take the first 8 guys and send the house. And then as soon as possible, I'm going to then hard sell. Don't have great school grades, so playing time and proximity to home are pretty much the only thing I can hard sell on. I'm not going to worry about visits. See, I made a good jump here. I'm the only one that offered these guys here, but you can see we made some major jumps here on these guys. All right, so let's jump into the game. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to show the whole game. I'm not going to play the whole game. I'm just going to play the moments. Show you the highlights of the moments is probably the better way to put it. I'm not going to play everything. And then let's just see how things work out, because I want to try and squeeze in multiple games per video. Might not be a lot of games on this video because of all the pre-setup work that we had to do with the team. But let's give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, we are away on our first game of the season at Syracuse. They're a good team. They're much better than us, so let's hope that we can just not completely make fools of ourselves. Okay, here we go. First batch of highlights here. We got a 3rd and 3 we got to get. Still scoreless in this game. Hand off to the running back. Does a good job. Gets the first down. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. There you go. Nice pass over the middle. Threatening early in the red zone already. Nearing the end of the first quarter. A lot of pressure. Yeah, not a chance. Blitz the linebacker or corner, whatever he is. Yeah, difficult to deal with there. But the quarterback made the right call. Just eat the ball, get down. Don't risk a turnover. Oh, yeah. That was thrown into coverage anyway, so overthrowing is not a bad idea. Four-man rush, and they still got through. Yeah, throw it away. There you go. Okay, now we got Syracuse in our territory. Now they have a 3rd down and 10, so it's time for our defense to get them off the field. Get back. There we go. Nice rush. Oh, a screen pass right into it, but good job stopping on 3rd down. Make them go for the field goal. All right. They're pressing here for a touchdown. Nearing the end of the first quarter. Let's see if we can stop them. Yeah. 2nd go from the 5. Let's go. Wide open, yeah. Yeah, and he's wide open up the middle. So 10-0. Unless they missed the PAT. So they must have gotten a turnover, because here they are threatening for another touchdown only a minute later. And just another run up the middle as usual. Yeah, it was really not expected to win this game. I'm hoping that we just make a good showing of ourselves, but right now, it's just not looking good for us. So 20-3, we got the 2-minute drill going now. Trying to close the gap a little bit, trying to not be so embarrassed. Yeah, that's not the way you want to do it. You've got to get some wide receivers out in the open, downfield. Oh, that's not good. He's going to the house with that one. Yeah, this is getting embarrassing. Yeah, and that'll do it. Only managed to get a couple of field goals. Got a lot of work to do with this team. $100-yard game for the halfback. All right, and on we go to the next challenge. We are at home this time, so let's see if we can do a little bit better job. We're taking on South Alabama. All right, we got to get good on third down if we're going to be halfway successful this year. I don't know if I showed you guys, but expectation in my contract is to win a bowl game or to make a bowl game. I don't think it's going to happen with this team. We may not even have a job after this year. That'll be interesting to see how the game works out after that when I get fired. But anyway, third down, not successful. Another sack. South Alabama up 14-3 now, threatening to get another score here shortly before halftime. He scrambles, got all kinds of room to get up the middle there. First and goal, not looking good. Not looking good for us at all. I think my job's going to be in jeopardy. Oh, good job. All right, let's see some goal line D here. Third and goal. Got the middle of the box stacked. Oh, he was able to break the tackle in the backfield and spin into the end zone. That's a shame. No Heisman for you, bud. Okay, let's try to get some points. 21-9, we're chipping away at that lead, but we need a touchdown. We need not just field goals anymore. We're gonna have to got behind the zone coverage. Still around next year, or at least we get a really good job for the ball get out of here at the end of this season. Let's keep this up. We can make it a one-possession game if we get in the end zone on this drive. Yeah, it's more of a throwaway than anything else. Let's keep it going. Play action did not work at all. Sorry, that wasn't a play action. That was a fake pass. All right, empty backfield. Going for it all here. Let's go. Oh, man, it was open, but just not enough air underneath the ball. And he got to go for it on 4th and 12. get some blocking going. No, that's not the way to do that. Nope. The end of that one. 28-9 loss. Yeah, you're not going to be in the game if you're not able to make touchdowns. All these field goals just aren't going to get us anywhere. And with that, I think we're going to call it a day. And can't wait to get back in here, get some more games under our belt. I'll put in a few more games in the next video so that we don't have to look at so much recruiting and setting up the game and all that. That costs a lot of time, but you only have to do all that once. So you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time around.